public speaking in a multicultural world. There's no multicultural world bigger than the United States of America. United States of America is filled with hyphened Americans, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Italian American, Jewish American. So there's so many different cultures in America. Each of us comes with our cultural values. As a public speaker in a multicultural world, you have to understand that. As a public speaker in New York City, as a student in BMCC, we are from different parts of the world. We're here. So you have to recognize that, and you have to make room for that during your presentation. So that means that you have to understand that what gesture that is acceptable in one culture may be offensive in another culture. So you have to understand that those gestures. Now, your book talks about how an American went to Brazil to secure a project. At the end of the project, he gave a speech, and sometime around the speech, he did the okay sign. He gave the people he was talking to the okay sign, thinking that in American culture, okay sign means cool. It means that we're good together. It means that I got this. But in the Brazilian culture, okay sign equals to giving somebody the middle finger. So if that person had taken the time to understand the gestures that's acceptable in that culture, he would not have done that. So you have to be mindful of that when you're preparing to do a presentation. You have to definitely watch your gesture and watch your language. And you want to avoid what we call ethnocentrism. Now, there's difference between ethnocentrism and cultural pride. You have a cultural pride if you love your culture, if you're proud of your culture. There's nothing wrong with that. That's actually fantastic. That's fabulous for you to be proud of your culture, for you to appreciate your culture, for you to showcase your culture. But you cannot showcase your culture while bringing another culture down. That's what we call ethnocentric. You are an ethnocentric when you believe that your culture, your way of life is superior to other people's way of life. Ethnocentrism is the belief that your way of life is superior to other people's way of life. So you have to be very careful as a public speaker, especially in the modern world that we live in today. Any question? Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
now, is that just with regards to public speaking, avoiding ethnocentrism?
No, it's regard to everyday life.
All right.
It's regard to everyday life.